Well, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has arrived in Pyongyang. Following last month's summit in Singapore, President Donald Trump's top diplomat will meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to discuss details for the North's denuclearization. Well, for more, let's speak now to South Korea analyst from Dongseo University, Brian Myers. He joins us live from Busan. Thanks so much for speaking to us, Brian. We've said they'll be discussing details of the North's denuclearization. Is that overstating it a bit, given reports now that Pyongyang is actively working to increase its weapons capacity?
Well, that's the big question, of course. What Pompeo wants is a list of North Korea's nuclear sites, and he wants to see some sort of timetable of the denuclearizing activities that North Korea is planning to undertake. But it seems increasingly unlikely that that's what he's going to get.
Do you think the cynicism, though, claiming that North Korea has no intention to denuclearize, do you think it's justified?
I think it is justified. I mean, if there was any time for the North Koreans to show a little bit of good faith, it's been over the past few weeks. They sure can't complain that Donald Trump hasn't spoken positively enough about them. And what has happened since the Singapore summit? North Korea has been enriching uranium, it's been expanding a missile building plant, and it's been concealing its nuclear stockpiles. I think quite apart from that, though, we have to ask ourselves the very big question, which is, how could possibly North Korea justify its existence as a separate Korean state if it were to disarm and become another economy-first Korea? In other words, if it were to become simply a poorer version of South Korea. And nobody's asking these very fundamental political questions. So, yeah, to go back to your question, I think the skepticism is indeed justified.
Okay, then help us understand. Why is North Korea doing all this? Is this just a game for show?
North Korea is essentially trying to buy time. North Korea and South Korea are planning to establish a confederation or a league between North and South Korea. This is something that North Korea has expressed its commitment to, and the current South Korean President Moon Jae-in expressed his commitment to that in the election campaign early last year. And in order for that to happen, the Koreas need peace on the peninsula. They don't need America threatening to strike North Korea, which the South Koreans have said is something they can't tolerate. So this summit agreement in Singapore, I think, has accomplished pretty much what Pyongyang and Seoul want from it. They want peace for the next year or two, and I think it's going to bring them that.
Brian, I wish we had more time to talk to you. Thank you so much, though, for sharing that insight, at least on TRT World.